Hello guys, it is Hartwigga here, and today, yes, we are on F1 2020. We are making yes, sorry, before I got cut off. Yes, we are here in my team on F1 2020. We are going to start a new career mode. We are going to make our helmet first up. We've already made a character and stuff like that off camera. So, we're going to make our helmet. I'm just looking which one I really like. I like the look of the stripes one. I think it could be really nice. And I think the colour scheme, it will reflect on the helmet and the car as well. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. And yeah, I think that's the helmet I'm going to go for today. Making sure about all the suits, stuff like this, match what we want for the team colours. So yeah, we are going to start this My Team Career Mode. We're going to go for as long as we can on this. It's going to be the main staple F1 2020 the main series we do on this channel. And yeah, we're just here going to fast forward this bit where we're doing the gloves and stuff, just some of the necessary stuff. Yeah, just some simple stuff. So yeah, we've called ourselves Hardwidge Motorsport. Obviously, it's a surname. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I do it for a lot of stuff like Motorsport Manager. I'm gonna have a shark. So I'm looking. I love Ferrari. I wanted to go Ferrari, but I know they'd get a massive nerf coming up, and Mercedes would be probably we wouldn't have enough money. So we're gonna go with Renault as our engine supplier. So yeah, we're looking at a teammate for us. If you want to pause it right here, it just shows what the sum of experience and all the stats are for the drivers this year. But we've got some good drivers here like Giotto, King, Ilott, Hubert, Korea. You know, then we've got Mazepin and I can't see what that surname is. I don't follow F2 too closely. But I'm gonna pick Anton Hubert.
Looks like we can afford this power unit supplier and teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're happy. Let's select or edit the livery we'll be running this season. We can add more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year.
So yeah, let's make our livery, and I'll fast forward that one. And we've got this nice, I think it works really well with some of the sponsor locations as well. But yeah, now we're looking through all the logos. And we're going to pick this H, I think, you know, H for Hardwidge. It could be a really, I think it's not a bad logo at all. So, we're going to look at that third one. I think it looks like a nice design.
But not least, we need to pick team colours for the rest of our branding. You'll see these colours throughout HQ.
Yeah, simple stuff there. Well, it looks like we're all good to go with our new team. So we're gonna do the full season, that is, and you see some of the stats stuff I'm on right now. I think it's on 95, but it's on 100. It does, but I bump it up to 100 like straight away. So that's that. You know, we have all safety car, streaked, all that stuff on. Surface carcass area, for type temperature, and yeah, we have all. This is my assists I run. Corners only, medium traction control, ABS on. That's all I do is really do. I just don't play the game as much as I usually. Well, as much as I would like to improve my skill. But here we go to an interview.
Okay, we're live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out though as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. Now, there's a rich history of that in Formula 1 too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team though is that while the team itself is new to Formula 1, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula 1 team?
This is an interesting question, but yeah, we're going to go for the bottom one.
Every team needs 2 drivers, but what was it that drew you to your teammates?
I mean, he's probably the best driver out of the bunch, if I'm being honest, so going to go for the bottom one again.
No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
We could say Williams is an easy option, but I think I might want to go Haas. I reckon we could try beat them this year.
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
Now, these are the questions that really affect the way your departments are set up at the start, and I'm really looking towards the aero side.
The other teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
Another question that will really affect our team at the start, and I think that's aero again.
Overtaking is a key part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way?
I'd like to say that's power unit, but you might go chassis.
And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
To sum it off, it's definitely the aero department.
Well, that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Okay, great, thank you. That's a wrap.
So we're here now at our headquarters, and we're just looking at a few of the specs and stuff. You know, not too bad. Obviously, it's pretty bare starting off. R&D tree, we start off as second last, but obviously a few patches come in. I have the Schumacher edition. We're sorting out some of the days we can and some activities we can allot in those free to spare time. And yeah, we couldn't really fill it up all, but I mean, we got the most we could probably get out of it for what we wanted. We looked at, we have an IT department. We have obviously Carl again is our kind of like second man in charge nearly. But we fast forward time. We're doing some activities. And we're gonna get to the car reveal right now. So that's a really cool car reveal. I've got to say big up to Codemasters for that. That's a really cool inclusion. But yeah, now we're just checking on some upgrades here to most departments for us. Just trying to get the ball rolling as we come into the Australian Grand Prix, my home Grand Prix, and the team's home Grand Prix. Let's get straight to Australia, and we see the first time the car is out on track. and a bit of understeer. The car feeling is not too good at the moment, obviously, but we lose the back end. It's oversteery, understeery, all the good things you expect it to be, but yeah, what can I say? It's the first time out on track, a special moment. Let's head into qualifying. So our car is predominantly red, so we might get confused with Elvas and Ferraris this year. I didn't just realise that, but anyway, we're here for our first lap in anger here in the Hardwidge Motorsport car at Australia, and it doesn't feel too bad. I mean, in practice it felt pretty poor, but I mean, in qualifying trim, it's not too bad. Bit oversteery in places around this circuit, but I mean, that's kind of the general nature of my driving with this circuit at Albert Park. And you see our first lap isn't too bad. It's actually ahead of the Williams over Russell at the moment. But can we improve on that? I think we can. Late in qualifying 1. Takes it really aggressive there through turn 1 and then turn 2. We've gained a bit of time. No, but we're in the red now. I think it's a bit of a poor exit. Now into turn 3. Brake as late as we can. Not missing the apex a little bit. Not too bad. Dip it tight in the grass just to try and get some width on the corner. So I think I might be up by just a tenth. I cannot really see, but I'm not doing too bad. I usually go into 4th, but I go down to 3rd to do that extra rotation and really power out of the corner. And we're up by a bit now. We're probably going to enter for 3rd for this. Yep, 3rd. Really ride the bump. We don't want to get on that exit curve too much. That's really what takes a lot of the time out of the lap. And you really need to set yourself up. There's a little straight for this turns. I think 9 and 10 section. I think that's what it is. And yeah, we actually do it really nicely through there. The best of we have since practice and qualifying. I mean, that's really nice. Maybe a bit too much speed carried in, a bit wide on the exit, but it's alright. Take 5th, aggressive on the curbs, probably a bit too aggressive now. Into the second last corner. We missed the apex a little bit, but trying to maximise that exit. Onto this final corner, lift a bit, we have to. The car hasn't not got the downforce. And we come through the final corner, I think we're like 2.5 tenths up. And I think that's P20 for us today. 20 is my lucky number, so what can we do from this? What to see? As Valtteri Bottas tops qualifying 1, and Hubert's actually P17, so he did a really good qualifying session for him. Just shows that the pace of the car is there. We'll see how we can go into the race, but the race strategy, we're looking at it, and they suggest a 1-stop, and I don't feel too confident on the tyre wear. I think we're going to have to go for a 2-stopper, personally. Probably the best for me, but anyway, we're here on the grid at Australia, the first race of our team's history, and 5 lap routes, and away we go here. It's a good start for the Mercedes, starting from 2nd. I think that might have been Valtteri Bottas. And you can see we're getting swamped. We're down to P21, up the inside now. Can we get the move to P20? No, we can't. We get really forced out on the inside of the track, actually. And now we're behind George Russell. So we've lost the place after the first corner. Not what you want to see, but up the inside of 1. But Kvyat forces us off 2. He doesn't give us any room, so we're in P20 still. The AlphaTauri of Daniel Kvyat not wanting to give us any space at all. And as you see, they're a bit slow into here. Can we make an opportunistic move? No, we can't. We're going to hold. Oh, yes, we will. Dive it up the inside here. In turn 5, I think it is. Turn 4? No. Anyway, I don't know what corner it is. We go as late as we can here. Try to carry as much speed. And the next car up ahead is Esteban Ocon. And you see we're now on to lap 2. Starting lap 2. Hubert and Ocon, bit of a kerfuffle between them, and they've lost quite a bit of time. So now going to look to make a very opportunistic move, but nothing of it. You know, they're racing hard, and we're just going to stick behind and wait for a better opportunity here. Hubert's getting forced out. We have a bit of oversteer on the car. We correct that, and now we're right behind our teammate Valentine Hubert. And a couple laps later now, Hubert's getting away a bit. And Kvyat on the medium tyres is attacking here, but we get a better drive off the inside. And we stay in P19 for now. lap 6. Kvyat is going to go back up the inside of us. We don't want any of that, but we can't get the switchback run there. He puts the car pretty nicely. Overtake mode, another bit of a tangle with him. He's got DRS. We're going to try to go around the outside here. Surely. No, we can't. Oh, up the inside now. Yes, we can. Fantastic move from us. Nice and cheeky there, and shut Leclerc out of the session. So something happened to the Ferrari driver up ahead in the 3rd sector. Bit of well, okay then. Okay, that escalated very quickly. I was going to say a bit of front wing on the of an end plate on the track, and then a safety car. So it's a good time for us to pit for our strategy, which will be probably 2 mediums tyres now. So Anton's in the pits. We just heard Jeff say, and it could cost us a bit. He's just out though. We've been held up for about 2 seconds before they start doing anything here. We've been held up again in the pits, and we're behind Gasly and Russell. Maybe Russell really benefited from that because we're in P17, so looks like he did really well there, Russell. Out of all that, and Hubert too. Fantastic work for them. What can we do on Pierre Gasly off the restart though on lap 8 of this Australian Grand Prix? We're going to try to get the good run, are we not? Or maybe, no. Definitely not there. And we're going to overtake, really using the most out overtake, and we can't get the move done on him. But a couple laps later, we're making moves around the outside. So we're actually defending from them, and we go back up the inside of Kimi Räikkönen. He's got some good straight line speed. We're going to use some ERS, an overtake button, to really get the move done. And we've defended from them. Gasly's got away, and we're in P17 now, so we have to do what we can. P13 after lap, lap 10 I think it says. So a few people have pit. And Räikkönen now around the outside of us cleanly into turn 3. So he's got the move done. And you see, I think a few laps later, the Bottas is behind us. And we go around the outside, a bit of a tank slapper on a Roman Grosjean, but we got the move done. Fantastic work from us. And you see Bottas now, we let him go on the straights. He's got the fastest lap. Vettel's now behind us. They're on the medium and soft tyres here, so I don't know what's going to happen. It's a split strategy for the Ferrari and Merc. And it's lap 15, so we're going to be pitting very soon for some new tyres as Vettel gets really close to us. And we don't really hold him up too much, so we see on this straight, we're going to lean revs and just not do much. Let Sebastian Vettel through, get on with our race, he can get on with his, and that's what we've done. So into the pits now, lap 18. We pit for some another set of medium tyres. And on lap 20, we're going to have to attack George Russell for P19. We just hold. We can't make a move there. But you see, now around the outside in this third last corner, this sweeping right-hander. We've made the move work around the outside. You see another replay of this move. It's a good move for us. And you see, we're now fast-forwarding through the laps. To lap 28 we're on now. So we're getting very, very close to the end of this Grand Prix in P18. And there's a whole bunch of cars slowing up. Last lap, can we do anything here? No, we couldn't in the end. We just didn't have the straight line speed, really, and just the pace overall. But Hubert, really good performance for him. But P18's not too bad. Bit unlucky, but Verstappen wins the race here today. Yeah, not a bad race, I gotta say.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
A great race then, and a fantastic victory here at Albert Park. And talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
Great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Max Verstappen's excellent result today sees him take over as leader of the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
Lance Stroll certainly put in an impressive performance today. No doubt his team and fans are extremely proud.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Red Bull take over as championship leaders. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
So, in the end, Hubert got P12, us obviously in P18, so he did really well with that safety car. Verstappen wins to Lance Stroll to Albon, and then the McLaren and Renault. So, safety car really threw a few spanners in the works, but we're now going to go to an interview with Claire.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
I mean, a bit of an odd question after one race, but we're going to go with the left-hand answer.
You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
I would say the grip wasn't quite there, but we got the right one.
Great. Well, that's everything.
So that is it, guys. I like that. You know, it's a good start to the series, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm going to try to do this for as much as I can throughout this. I'm going to try to get 10 seasons done. Probably not, but I mean, I'll try nonetheless, and it'll be all on here on Hartwigga. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next, some new series, press notifications on, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.